on the table, you raise it up, so we can usually. Okay, Tricia's coming to get out. We're gonna have to start in 2 minutes. I hope more people come in. Okay, Tricia's here. Okay, and Robbie is here today. Good, we got.
Tricia knows the words to every song that was ever written.
She
This side of
won't
the
tell them
pond
to
or
me.
hers.
I know a lot of songs. I've been singing since I was 7.
Okay, let's
I
wait for
noticed.
Robbie. We'll wait
No
for
matter-
Robbie's picture. What did you want to say, Ivan?
I just noticed that no matter what anybody is playing or singing, Tricia is singing right along with them.
Well, I can do it without annoying anyone, Ivan, because no one has to hear me. And I
Susan
like-
knows all the obscure songs from kindergarten and stuff.
And me. Well done, Susan.
Kathleen is here. You okay?
You just have to remember when you're in a real folk club, like I was before I got my last chest infection, not to join in everything, because it's not. You get so used to doing it in Zoom.
Okay, let's announce the order of performance. Okay, Pat and Harvey will be first. Murray, George, Bob Winkler, Susan and Bob Gilb, Lonnie, Mike Reeves, Ivan, Ziggy, Tricia, Robbie, Kathleen. One more time. Pat and Harvey, Murray, George, Bob Winkler, Susan and Bob Gelb, Lonnie, Mike Reeves, Ivan, Ziggy, Tricia, Robbie, and Kathleen. Okay, so with that, everybody please mute. And Pat, you have the floor.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to start off by saying we're using jury-rigged equipment to a certain extent today because Patricia managed to crush the corner of her tablet. And so I had to resurrect an extremely old PC that was sitting in the corner and then load songs on it. So she's having a real good time figuring out how to make the fonts big enough and move the pages around and stuff. It's an ancient device.
So did you turn it on?
Yes, I've turned on the recording.
Okay, then let's start. This is Both Sides Now by Joni Mitchell. Bows and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds' illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way you feel when every fairy tale comes real. I looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave 'em laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let 'em know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, and still that's the thing I recall. I really love clouds at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds, I've looked at life that way. But now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed. But something's lost, but something's gained in every living day.
I've died life from both sides now, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I
Really don't know life at all.
Thank you, Pat. I'd like to welcome my friend Keith Gorgas from Saranac Lake, New York. I played his clip on our club page this week. And Keith, we take the everybody in order of what they came. Okay, so you came in last today. So enjoy the music until you'll be after Kathleen, who was. Okay, we have someone else coming in now. Bill, let's see which Bill this is. We have two of them. Okay, it's probably Bill Floyd, our singer-songwriter from Delray Beach. Okay, Harvey, your turn.
All right, so in the my tradition of doing extremely serious songs, I'm going to do a thing called I Never Harmed an Onion. Bananas, take Easter eggs and Nathan died. But I never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? Once I saw salad dressing, my face got radish, my oh my. But I never harmed an onion, so why should they make me cry? Potatoes I've mashed and berries I've crushed. I made an artichoke, and that's not all. I've even whipped cream and beaten an egg. Yes, I've even made a melon ball. Of all the things above, I'm guilty. If punished, I wouldn't know just why. But I never harmed an onion, so why do they make me cry? Potatoes I've mashed and berries I've crushed. I made an artichoke, and that's not all. I've even whipped cream and beaten an egg. Yes, I've even made a melon ball.
Why
Things
should they
above,
make
I'm
me
guilty. If punished, I would know just why. But I never harmed an onion, so why do they make me cry? Yes, why do they make me cry?
Brings a tear to my eye.
Thank you, Harvey.
Cooking
Thank you,
again,
Harvey.
huh?
Thank you, Pat. And now to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Murray. Unmute, Murray.
Now it's still jerky. I see you stop and start, and even with your voice, I don't even hear your voice now. What is going on? Do you hear me?
We hear you fine.
Yes, we
Saul
do.
is muted,
Yeah,
so
you
you
hear
can't hear anything he says.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm okay now. We hear you, so could you sing? We hear you perfectly.
Yeah, now I hear you and see you. Yeah,
Okay, go ahead, perform. We're good.
yeah. All right. So let me put on my reading glasses. Now, I think this coming Friday is going to be a Jewish holiday, one of the minor Jewish holidays called Purim. which the kids like because that's their version of Halloween. It has nothing to do with Halloween, but it only has a masquerade in it also, where kids dress up in different costumes. A lot of times they're dressed up relating to the story of Purim, which is in the Megillah of Purim. There are many Megillahs, but one of them is the story of Purim. And the Purim had to do with what happened about 2,500 years ago in Persia, which is, of course, now Iran. And there was a prime minister named Haman who was a really nasty guy, and he felt slighted by the fact that this guy, this Jew named Mordechai, who was also an advisor to the king, whose name was Achashverosh, or I think Xerxes in the Greek pronunciation. Um, well, uh, he was angry that this Jew wouldn't bow down and worship him like the other people would. Uh, and he decided that he's going to kill all the Jews. He cast lots, which is the meaning. I mean, Purim means lots. He cast lots to decide when he was going to do this, and but he was thwarted in the end. And people celebrate Purim by giving gifts, food, and stuff to their neighbors, and also charity to the poor. Anyway, the kids like it because of all these treats, and also the masquerade. All right. Now, here is a song. There are many, especially there are a lot of children's songs for Purim. And one is this song, which they took the melody from an old English or Irish drinking song. Um, and also has Tonight Will Merry Merry Be, or Today Will Merry Merry Be. And so it derives from that, but it's the actually idea of it is different. Uh, all right, this is in English, although there are many in Hebrew, but this is in English. Oh, once there was a wicked, wicked man, and Haman was his name, sir. He would have murdered all the Jews, though they were not to blame, sir. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be, and be Nashen, Haman, Tashen. And Esther was the lovely queen of King Ahasuerus when Haman said he'd kill us all. Oh, how he did scare us. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be, and be Nashen, Haman, Tashen. But Mordecai, her cousin bold, said, what a dreadful chutzpah! If guns were but invented now, this Haman I would shoot, sir. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be, and be Nashen, Haman, Tashen. When Esther, speaking to the king of Haman's plot, made mention, aha, said he, oh no, he won't. I'll spoil his bad intention. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be, and be Nashen, Haman, Tashen. The guest of honor he shall be, this clever Mr. Smarty, and high above us he shall swing at a little hanging party. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be, and be noshin, lamentashin. Of all his cruel and unkind ways, this little joke did cure him. And don't forget we owe him thanks for this jolly feast of Purim. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be. Oh, today will merry, merry be, and be noshin, amen, tashin. Yeah, hamantash is it's a triangular shaped piece of cake with usually fruit of some kind in the middle.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Murray. And now from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, down to Huntsville, Alabama, George McCoy.
Thank you, Saul. This is the time of year when they run the Iditarod sled dog race. It is a race from Anchorage, Alaska to Nome, and at the midpoint is a ghost town called Iditarod. In 1925, diphtheria broke out in Nome, and the nearest source of vaccinations was in Anchorage. So aviation wasn't well enough developed to fly at that time of year with the storms and the snow and everything. So they arranged to deliver it by a sled dog, and they had teams of dogs every 50 miles, and they'd hand the vaccines off, and they ran 1,100 miles to Nome, but the last station along the way didn't get the word, and when they got there, there was no relief team for that run. So the team made 100 miles through snow and everything else, led by a dog named Balto, whose statue is in Central Park. And this song was written by Hobo Jim and is sung at the end of this race, which was set up to commemorate that dash to Nome. Way up in Alaska, the state that stands alone, there's a dog race run from Anchorage into Nome. It's a grueling race with a lightning pace where the chilly winds do wail. Neath the northern lights cross the snow and the ice, and it's called the Iditarod Trail. Give me a team and a good lead dog and a sled that's built so fine, and let me race those miles to Nome 1049. And when I get back to my home, then I can tell my tale. I did the Iditarod Trail. Now the race, it won't be easy for the masters of the trail, and some of them will make it and some of them will fail. But just to run that race takes a tough and a hardy breed, and a lot of work done by the dogs that run across the snow at a whistling speed. Give me a team and a good lead dog and a sled that's built so fine, and let me race those miles to Nome 1049. And when I get back to my home, then I can tell my tale. I did the Iditarod Trail. Well, I just pulled out of safety on trail and all alone. We're doing fine, we're making up time, we're running on into Nome. There's no sled tracks in front of me and no one's on my tail. I did the Iditarod Trail. Give me a team and a good lead dog and a sled that's built so fine. Let me race those miles to Nome 1049. And when I get back to my home, then I can tell my tale. I did the Iditarod Trail. I did the Iditarod Trail.
I heard that one. Good song.
Thank you.
I actually always wanted to do the Iditarod. Of course, those days are way behind me, but there is a book by Gary Paulson called Winter Dance, The Fine Madness of Running the Iditarod, that gives an incredible description and is also laugh out loud funny in places. So that's my Iditarod thing.
Well, thank you so much, George. That was great. Always good to learn a new song. Now down to Arizona and Bob Winkler.
Thank you, Saul. Okay, well, it's been a pretty good week here in Arizona. Weather's been pretty good, and we did have some rain for the first time in 2 years. Kind of like that. It washed all the dust away. We lost a dog after 18 years, and that was kind of sad. Our nice dog, Twiggy. But everything else is going well. Terry's getting better by the day. She's getting around really well in her walker. Anyway, we'll put that aside. Had a good folk festival last Sunday. So I really enjoyed getting out and seeing a lot of old friends there. And we got the Tucson Folk Festival coming up in April. Looking forward to that. Hope to get to it. Anyway, I'm going to do Puff today. One of my songs. A song I like. I'll try to do that pretty well. We'll see how that goes. So here we go. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Together they would travel on a boat with billowed sail. Jackie kept a lookout perch on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow in ere they came. Pirate ships would lower their flags when Puff roared out his name. Oh, the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. A dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant rings make way for other toys. One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff Puff no longer went to play along the cherry lane without his lifelong friend. Puff could not be brave, so Puff, that mighty dragon, sadly slipped into his cave. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff, and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff, and other fancy stuff. Puff.
Thank you. Thank you, Bob. Arizona, back to Boynton Beach, Florida. Bob and Susan Gelb.
Here's one we haven't done in a while. I usually use a pick, but I'm going to go without a pick today. Do a little country roads.
We hope we can still hit the high notes.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the tree, younger than the mountain, growing like a breeze. Country road, oh, take me home to the place I belong. Oh, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. And all my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste and moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country road, oh, take me home to the place I belong. Oh, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. I hear her voice in the morning after she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. Riding down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. Oh, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. Oh, take me home, down country road. Oh, take me home, down country road.
For those who haven't been with us before, 2 people get 2 songs. It's 1 song per person. Okay?
I can only sing one at a time, though. Anyways, I'm getting a jump on St. Patty's Day because I know Bob Winkler does this song, and I think George did it once too. I'm going to do a little Fields of Athenry. We're in D if anybody wants to play along. By a lonely prison wall, heard a young girl calling, Michael, they have taken you away, for you stole true valiant corn, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay, and low lie the field of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. While love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing, so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling, nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crown, I rebelled, they cut me down. Now you must raise our child with dignity. And lo, lie the field of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. And our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing, so lonely round the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling, as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. For she lived in hope and pray for love on Bounty Bay, so lonely round the fields of Athenry. And lo, lie the field of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. And our love was on the wing, we had dreams, songs to sing, so lonely round the fields of Athenry, so lonely round the fields of Athenry.
Beautiful, Bob.
Thank you.
That was really great.
Now, up to a little far north, up to Ocala, the Ocala National Forest in Florida, the swamp, Waddy.
Yeah, good. The swamp is damp today, which is reassuring, because if it were dry, well, then all the fish would be dead, wouldn't they? You know, our parents, of whom all of us are very proud, took it upon themselves in the 30s and 40s to stand up and defeat the Axis powers. And we came along, and in the early 60s and 70s, those of us here stood up and shouldered the load, and we managed to get a lot of things through, like the Civil Rights Amendment, the Voting Rights Act, getting ourselves extricated from Vietnam, and so forth. Now, it seems as though at this, in our fourth quarter here in our lives, we're being asked, and I'm sure we're going to, step up once again and save ourselves from encroaching fascism. So what we need to do is to trot out those protest songs that we knew so well back in the 20th century and dust them off, and let's get out there and sing them again and get everybody together and take care of this problem we have. I'm sure we can do it. I'm going to start out with an old protest song by Phil Oakes. And it's called When I'm Gone.
There's no place in this world where I'll belong when I'm gone. And I won't know the right from the wrong when I'm gone. You won't find me singing on this song when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. And I won't feel the flow another time when I'm gone. All the pleasures of love will not be mine when I'm gone. My pen won't pour a lyric line when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. And I won't breathe embracing air when I'm gone. And I can't even worry about my cares when I'm gone. I won't be asked to do my share when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. And I won't be running from the rain when I'm gone. And I can't even suffer from the pain when I'm gone. Can't say who's to praise and who's to blame when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. I won't see the golden of the sun when I'm gone. And the evenings and the mornings will be one when I'm gone. Can't be singing louder than the guns when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. All my days won't be dances of delight when I'm gone. And the sands will be shifting from my sight when I'm gone. I can't add my name into the fight when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. I won't be laughing at the lies when I'm gone. And I can't question how or when or why when I'm gone. I can't live proud enough to die when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it. I guess I'll have to do it. I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here.
Oh,
Great choice.
Indeed.
Thank you.
Now we go across the Atlantic to Spain, the southern part of Spain. Mike Reeves.
Yeah, I was telling Sol earlier, it's been pouring rain all day, but never mind. I seem to have got a couple of slightly comical songs tonight. This is Paddy West. As I was walking down London Road, I came to Paddy West's house. He gave me a feed of American hash and he called it Liverpool Scouse. He said, there's a ship that's a wanting hands and honour you must sign. The mate's a tyrant, the boatswain's worse, but she will suit you fine. Put on your dungaree jacket, walk out looking your best. and tell 'em that you're a poor sailor lad that's come from Paddy West. Well, when I had me feed, me lads, the wind began to blow. He sent me up in the attic, the main royal for to stow. But when I got in the attic, no main royal could I find. So I turned around to the window, and I furled the window blind. Put on your dungaree jacket, and walk out looking your best. And tell 'em that you're a poor sailor lad that's come from Paddy West. Now Paddy he piped all hands on deck, their stations for to man. His wife she stood in the doorway with a bucket in her hand. And Paddy sings, now let her rip, and she flung the water our way, saying, chew up your foresails, gansels, boys, she's taking in the spray. Put on your dungaree jackets and walk out looking your best, and tell 'em that you're a poor sailor lad that's come from Paddy West. Now seeing we're off to the southward, boys, to Frisco we was bound, old Paddy called for a length of rope, and he laid it on the ground. And we all stepped over and back again, and he says to me, that's fine. Now when they ask you if you've been to sea, you can say you've crossed the line. Put on your dungaree jacket and walk out looking your best. Tell 'em that you're a poor sailor lad that's come from Paddy West. There's just one thing more for you to do before you sail away. Just step around the table with the bullock's horns on display. And if they ask you were you ever at sea, you can say 10 times round the horn. And you can tell them you're a sailor lad since the day that you were born. Put on your dungaree jacket and walk out looking your best, and tell 'em you're a poor sailor lad that's come from Paddy West. Paddy West.
Good song.
Good song.
There's a fun one then.
From Spain to north of Philadelphia, Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, near Valley Forge.
Or west of Philadelphia.
Northwest of Philadelphia, that's right, yeah.
I'm going to do a song that was collected by a lady named Lydia Parrish. I guess they don't know who really wrote it. It's called Pay Me My Money Down. Thought I heard our captain say, pay me my money down tomorrow.
We can't hear the auto hop at all.
Really?
Do you have your original sound on?
It was, but damned if Zoom didn't turn it off. Here we go again.
Okay.
I don't know why it does that. It doesn't do it all the time, but it sure does it sometimes. Here we go. I thought I heard our captain say, pay me my money down, tomorrow is our sailing day. Pay me my money down, oh pay me, pay me, pay me my money down, pay me or go to jail, pay me my money down. Soon as the boat was clear of the bar, pay me my money down, he knocked me down with the end of a spar. Pay me my money down, oh pay me, pay me, pay me my money down, oh pay me or go to jail, pay me my money down. I wish I was Mr. Howard's son. Pay me my money down, sit in the house and drink good rum. Pay me my money down, pay me, pay me, pay me my money down, pay me or go to jail, pay me my money down. I wish I was Mr. Stevens' son. Pay me my money down, sit on the bank and watch the work done. Pay me my money down, oh pay me, pay me. Pay me my money down, pay me or go to jail. Pay me my money down, pay me, pay me. Pay me my money down, pay me or go to jail. Pay me my money down. Yeah.
play that sometimes, and I know Pete Seeger used to do it, and I think it came from, I have in my notes, came from the Gullah people, same as Kumbaya.
Oh, that's very possible. The only thing I could find was that it was collected by Lydia Parrish. I couldn't find anything else.
And from South Carolina, actually, the Beaufort area of South Carolina, where the Gullah people are. Okay, thank you so much, Ivan. And now we're going across the Atlantic to the south of Germany and Ziggy.
Okay, thank you. Last week, Lonnie did a Caribbean tune, and this got me on the idea to do one today. I will do Mango Walk. I put the link into the chat, where you can also learn the words, but I'm just playing the tune.
Ziggy! Yeah!
Great. Really great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ziggy. That was really great.
That auto harp is on fire.
Yeah. He's just a great player. No two ways about it. Okay, now from Germany over to England. Tricia.
Okay.
You're on.
It keeps saying my bandwidth is low, so I hope you can hear me and see me if you have to. This one is a very old drinking song, and we've just had a different song sung to the tune of Turn the Glasses Over, and this is one that I often sing along with that song, and I've got to sing it at a party next week for a chap, so I thought I'd try it out on you, and it's Success to the Farmer. Come, all jolly fellows, who delight in being mellow, attend unto me, I beseech you, for a pint when it's quiet. Come lads, let us try it. Dull thinking will drive a man crazy. I have lawns, I have bowers, I have fields, I have flowers, and the lark is my morning alarmer. Come, jolly boys, now, here's Godspeed the plough. Long life and success to the farmer. Now all who are able, come sit at my table, and I'll not hear one word of complaining. For the tinkling of glasses, all music surpasses, and I long to hear bottles a-draining. I have lawns, I have bowers, I have fields, I have flowers, and the lark is my morning alarmer. Come, jolly boys, now, here's Godspeed the plough. Long life and success to the farmer. For here I am king, I can laugh, drink or sing, and let no man appear as a stranger. Just show me the ass who refuses a glass, and I'll treat him to hay in the manger. I have lawns, I have bowers, I have fields, I have flowers, and the lark is my morning alarmer. Come, jolly boys, now, here's Godspeed the plough. Long life and success to the farmer. May the wealthy and great roll in splendour and state. I envies 'em not, I declare it, for I eat my own ham, my chicken and lamb, and I shears my own sheep, and I wears it. I have lawns, I have bowers, I have fields, I have flowers, and the lark is my morning alarmer. Come, jolly boys, now, here's Godspeed the plough. Long life and success to the farmer. Cheers.
Very good.
Nice.
Now from England, go back to Bergen County, New Jersey. Robbie. Unmute, Robbie.
If I sang this song last week, I apologize. But when I'm learning a song, it's the one I want to sing all the time until I actually learn it. So it's the story of Lord Franklin, and it's Lady Franklin's Lament. And he went on an expedition and never returned. She sent out other expeditions to find him, to no avail. And it's a sad story. Lady Franklin's Lament. It was homeward bound one night on the deep. Swinging in my hammock, I fell asleep. I dreamed a dream, and I thought it true, concerning Franklin and his gallant crew. With 100 seamen he sailed away to the frozen ocean in the month of May, to seek that passage around the pole where we poor sailors did sometimes go. Through cruel hardships his men they strove. The ship on mountains of ice theirs drove, where the Eskimo in his skin canoe was the only one who ever came through. In Baffin's Bay, where the whalefish blow, the fate of Franklin no one can know. The fate of Franklin no tongue can tell. Lord Franklin along with his sailors do dwell. And now my burden, it grieves me pain, for my long lost Franklin I'd cross the main. 10,000 pounds I would freely give to say on earth that my Franklin do live.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful, Robbie.
Thank you.
Okay, and now back to England and Kathleen. By the way, Keith, you'll be next. I just want to give you a head up, okay? Right after Kathleen. Okay? Kathleen, you're on.
Okay. Right, I'm going to sing one of my favourite Kate Wolf songs. I looked it up to see how long ago it was, and it was February last year that I sang it. She rises like a dolphin. Is there somebody? Oh, I think Robbie, you're not muted. I could just hear this sort of crackling. Okay. She rises like a dolphin with the sea wind in her eyes. Sunlight casting shadows like a painter's palette knife. The hair fans out around her, floating like a crown. She plays on the water and it lets her pull her down. Sometimes she swims in moonlight with the stars high above. The night sounds on the water, speaking soft of love. Skin turns to velvet as she feels the waters glide. She loses all her boundaries on this magic carpet ride. You see ripples on the water and watch the shadows dance. Then she's diving down and you're looking through a glass. Something like a one-way mirror, her reflection's far below. Where she was, she isn't now, that's all you really know. Two swimmers in the water, one of silver, one of gold. One below the surface, one reaching for a hold. One flowing freely, one trying not to drown. A dreamer with two faces, a dolphin and a clown. If you think you'll hold her in a shallow pool, or catch her in a waterfall, you're thinking like a fool. She'll strike for the horizon like a ship out to sea, giving just illusions that look like memories. She wears the water like a mask and a brand new suit of clothes.
player on the stage, an actress no one knows. See her roll and tumble, falling like a clown, a swimmer in the water that flies to higher ground.
Thank you, Kathleen. Okay, our next guest is from the Adirondack Mountains of New York State, the very high mountains all the way up near the Canadian border, where I had the pleasure of going to camp. Okay, there's a very live music scene called the North Country Musicians. And my friend Keith here, who I know him actually from the bus business. Before I was involved with folk music, I was in another incarnation. I was in the charter bus business, and Keith was a driver, a very great cross-country driver. He's been on tour all over the States. And now that, when we retired, we take up music, right, Keith?
You got it, Saul. Yep.
Yeah. And he writes music also. I believe the song he's going to sing now is written by his sister, correct?
We co-wrote it. She claims one verse out of it, but we share we're co-writers of it. It's called "I Want to Go to Saranac."
Okay, that's where you live, right?
That's where I live, is Saranac Lake.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you're on.
Can you hear it? Do I have my mic set right?
I can hear your voice, but I can't hear your instrument.
Can you?
Do you have original sounds from musicians on?
That's what I clicked that on, and it says, oh wait a sec, now it says it's off.
Okay, put it on and we'll hear you perfectly. Got it on.
How about
Good.
now? All
Good,
right.
perfect.
Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Okay.
There's a place my heart recalls, fairest place of them all, where gentle brooks flow down from mountain peaks. Out there where the eagle soars, hey, do you remember the paddles and the oars? That's where I'd like to pitch my tent tonight. I want to go to Saranac, all my clothes in my backpack. I want to go to Saranac right now. Lakes so blue and trees so green, prettiest place I've ever seen. I want to go Saranac right now. Head out in the misty morn, that's where fishing dreams are born, where lunkers lie beneath each and every log. Say I've got a big one on, look at my pole bend, it's so strong. I'd love to get him in and show my mom. I want to go to Saranac, all my clothes in my backpack. I want to go to Saranac right now. Lakes so blue and trees so green, prettiest place I've ever seen. I want to go Saranac right now. Let's go. Dip and swing her back. Old canoe stays right on track, and I can see Gold Rock away out there. Sun has set not long ago, Boca Mountains all aglow, and the laugh of the loon fills the air. Bats and bears and skeeter hawks up on ampersand, the agripilter stalks, just waiting to cast a stick on somebody's head. Bobcats scream deep in the brush, owls swoop down with just a swoosh, picking off a mouse who wished that he'd stayed in bed. I want to go to Saranac, all my clothes in my backpack. I want to go to Saranac right now. Lakes of blue and trees of green, prettiest place I've ever seen. I wanna go to Saranac right now. As the purple twilight falls, I can hear coyote calls coming over the crest of a distant ridge. It's the end of a perfect day. Hey, I can see the Milky Way. Give me a couple more s'mores. I gotta hit the hay. I wanna go to Saranac. All my clothes in my backpack. I wanna go to Saranac right now. Lakes of blue and trees of green, prettiest place I've ever seen. I wanna go to Saranac right now.
Good
Great
descriptions,
song.
Keith. Yeah.
Paste an exact picture of where
Put
I
you
went to
right
camp,
there.
actually.
Put you right there.
Yeah. I actually went to camp. Do you know where Duane, New York is? Pete? I don't know if he hears me. Keith, do you know where Duane, New York is? No, he can't hear me. I was okay, that was great. Okay, now we go back to Florida. And Uncle Bill Floyd from Delray Beach, singer-songwriter. Okay. Okay, I unmuted you. Okay, you're unmuted now. Go ahead.
I'm unmuted. Okay. I did something with technology that was a little goofy last time around, so I'm going to do the same kind of thing. In the old days, the way you dated people was you went to bars or you went to church or something and met them. Nowadays, it's all about dating sites. So the name of the song is The Dating Site. I signed up on this dating site. Thought I'd finally found a place where I could tell gals I was quite a catch and discreetly state my case. Said I'm real well educated, got all these advanced degrees, but I was hiding behind a computer, 'cause not a word of it was me. Everybody I knew could see that none of it was true. Wrote I'm tall, dark, and handsome, and in the Olympics I took gold. But the truth is I'm a weakling. If it rains, I catch a cold. Said I'm an entrepreneur. I like adventure and running free. But as I looked at my computer, well, not a word of it was me. Everybody I knew could see that none of it was true. I must have stretched the truth a bit, distorted a few facts, 'cause when I finally appeared in person, I wasn't sure how she'd react. 'Cause I'd be standing plain as day for my date to clearly see that I had quite an impressive resume, but not a word of it was me. Now I'm much cooler here on paper, where I can bend the truth, distort some facts here and there, and play a little fast and loose. But the day of reckoning's coming, we'll have to find a place to meet. Suppose might be disappointed, 'cause not a word of it is me. Well, someday I'll find the courage to just state who I am and tell the world that I've got flaws just like every other man. But for now, I'm writing fiction as my fingers press the keys. She'll be expecting Mr. Perfect, but what she's gonna get is me. Everybody that I knew could see that none of it was true. I must must have stretched the truth a bit, distorted a few facts. But when I finally appeared in person, I wasn't sure how I should react. 'Cause I'd be standing plain as day for my date to clearly see that I had quite an impressive resume, but not a word of it was me. But for now, I'm writing fiction as my fingers press the keys. She'll be expecting Mr. Perfect, but what she's gonna get is me.
Thank you, Doug. From Boca, East Florida, up to the borough of Queens, Fish Meadows. Danny and Ron.
Okay, we're still in Queens, although we are coming to Florida. Keep running
Okay.
into snags.
You just believe everything.
All right, wait a minute. Okay, you need a chord here?
From Boston Harbor we set sail. The wind was blowing the devil of a gale. With the ringtail set on abaft the mizzen peak, and our dolphin striker plowing up the deep with a big bow wow, tow row row, fall-de-roll-de-ride all day. Our captain comes up from down below. He looks aloft and he looks alow. He looks alow and he looks aloft, saying it's coil ropes there fore and aft, with a big bow wow, tow row row, fall-de-roll-de-ride all day. It's back to his cabin he quickly crawls, on to his steward he loudly bawls, "Go bring me a glass that'll make me cough, for it's better weather here than it is up aloft, with a big bow wow, tow row row, fall-de-roll-de-ride all day." It's we poor sailors standing on the decks, with the blasted rain pouring down our necks. Not a drop of grog will he to us afford, but he damns our eyes with every other word, with a big bow wow, tow row row, fall-de-roll-de-ride all day. There is one plan we sailors have, for him to find a watery grave. We'll shove him down in a deep dark hole, where the sharks'll have his body and the devil take his soul, with a big bow wow, tow row row, fall-de-roll-de-ride all day.
Okay.
Got one more.
All right, so last week I did The Mill Worker, which is a kind of modern song by James Taylor in honor of this Women's History Month. Even though there's word out there, there's no more Women's History Month. There's no more Black History Month. There's no more anything. But anyhow, so I hear today, which I didn't know, that today is International Women's Day. So somebody actually likes us. Imagine that. Okay, so this song is also about a factory working young girl, and this is much older than that. This comes from the 1840s, when these women who worked in the textile mills, the Lowell factories, had a strike. So it is called Factory Girl. Shall I work in the factory, greasy up my clothes? No more shall I work in the factory with splinters in my toes. Pity me, my darling, pity me, I say. Pity me, my darling, and carry me whistle blow to call me up so soon? Or shall I hear the whistle blow to call me from my home? Pity me, my darling, pity me, I say. Pity me, my darling, and carry me away. No more shall I see the super come, all dressed up so proud. For no, I'll marry me a country boy before the year is out. Pity me, my darling, pity me, I say. Pity me, my darling, and carry me away. No more shall I wear the old black dress, greasy all around. No more shall I wear that old black bonnet with holes all in the crown. Pity me, my darling, pity me, I say. Pity me, my darling, and carry me away. Pity me, my darling, pity me, I say. Pity me, my darling, and carry me away.
Good choice, Dave.
That was their only escape, getting married.
Thank you, Debbie and Ron. Okay, it's my turn. We'll close out the first half, and then we'll do one more round again after I'm done. Okay, last month we lost one of the great folk musicians, originally from his name was John Roberts, and he was into maritime music, and he was also one of the organizers of one of New York State's great festivals, the Old Songs Festival in Altamont, New York. I know him from there, and I knew him also from Mystic. And one song that he recorded, and he also did it when we presented him at the Borderline. I think Susan and Bob will remember that when John came to the Borderline. There was this song was written in 1851. Actually, the words were written by Hiram Cody from Fredericton, New Brunswick, who was a poet. And the melody and the chorus was written by a man named Dick Swain from Philadelphia, who unfortunately passed away, I think, last year also. And it's about a ship that was launched in 1851 called the Marco Polo. And the song is about the figures. If you notice on the old sailing ships, they had like the picture of a woman or something on the front of the ship, and there was a lot of work put into carving those figureheads. So this is called the old figurehead carve, and there's a chorus which goes like this: while my hands are steady, while my eyes are good, I will carve the music of the wind into the wood. Okay, that's the chorus. It'll be repeated several times so you'll learn it. I have done my share of carving figureheads of quaint design for the olives and the ruddocks and the famous black ball line, brigantines and barks and clippers, brigs and schooners, lithe and tall, but the pounding Marco Polo was the flower of them all. While my hands are steady, while my eyes are good, I will carve the music of the wind into the wood. I can see that white-winged clipper reeling under scalding clouds, tramping down a hazy skyline with an altar in her shrouds. I can feel her lines of beauty, see her flecked with spume and brine, as she drives her scuppers under, and that figurehead of mine. While my hands are steady, while my eyes are good, I will carve the music of the wind into the wood. 'Twas a seasoned pine I made it, clear from outer bark to core, from the finest piece of timber, from the mast on starlight shore. For every bit of axe and chisel, every ringing mallet dwelt, wrought from out that block of timber all the spirit that I felt. While my hands are steady, while my eyes are good, I will carve the music of the wind into the wood. I had read of Marco Polo till his daring deeds were mine, and I say them all a-glowing in that balsam-scented pine. Saw his eyes alight with purpose, facing every vagrant breeze, saw him lolting free and careless over all the seven seas. While my hands are steady, while my eyes are good, I will carve the music of the wind into the wood. That was how I did my carving, beat of heart and stroke of hand, putting into life and action all the purpose that I planned. Flowing robes and wind-tossed tresses, form of unity, strength, design, I saw them all and tried to carve them in that figurehead of mine. While my hands are steady, while my eyes are good, I will carve the music of the wind into the wood. And when my hands are feeble and my outward eyes grow dim, I will see again those clippers reeling o'er the ocean's rim. Great white fleet of sailing rovers, winds above and surf beneath, with a Marco Polo leading and my carving in her teeth. While my hands are steady, while my eyes are good, I will carve the music of the wind into the wood. Thank you.
Ivan, you're not muted.
Too late now. Okay, we're starting again from the beginning. Pat, are you ready?
I'm ready. We're going to do
Okay.
Crazy.
Everybody else, please mute, including me.
I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I knew you'd love me as long as you wanted. And then someday you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering, what in the world did I do? I'm crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying, I'm crazy for crying, and crazy for loving you. Worry, why do I let myself worry? Wondering, what in the world did I do? I'm crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying and crazy for loving you.
Nice.
Thank you. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Harvey.
Love hurts.
Love hurts.
Okay.
She's got to find it. She's actually now operating on an extremely antique.
Oh, that's right. Can't do that.
You just got a file open.
Just start. It's your song. I'll catch up.
Okay, so this is a thing by Baudelaire Bryant. It was first recorded in 1960 by the Everly Brothers. It's called Love Hurts, and I got to take a piece of music, a piece of water before I try this. All right. Love hurts, love scars, love wounds and mars any heart, not tough or strong enough to take a lot of pain, take a lot of pain. Love is like a cloud that holds a lot of rain. Love hurts. Love hurts. I'm young, I know, but even so, I know a thing or two. I've learned from you. I've really learned a lot. Really learned a lot. Love is like a stove. It burns you when it's hot. Love
hurts. Love hurts.
Some fools love happiness, blissfulness, togetherness. Some fools fool themselves, I guess, but they're not fooling me. I know it isn't true. I know it isn't true. Love is just a lie made to make you. Love
hurts. Love hurts.
I know it isn't true. No, it isn't true. Love is just a lie made to make you blue. Love hurts. Love hurts. Love hurts. Love hurts.
Nice version, Henry.
Thank you. Thank you, Harvey. Thank you, Pat. Okay, and now we go to Pennsylvania, Allentown, not Allentown, Bethlehem, and Murray.
Okay. Okay, this is a song that Joan Baez sang and made popular a long time ago. I think she sang it in 1960. But it's an old, I think, Scottish song that talks about the King's Court and how a woman who was of a lower caste or something, or lower class, uh, became pregnant via one of the noblemen of the king's court, and what happened to her. And the song is called, the name of the song is Mary Hamilton, who was the lady who got pregnant. And okay, so it's a long song, so let me go sing it now. Word is to the kitchen gone, and word is to the hall, and word is up to Madam the Queen, and that's the worst of all, that Mary Hamilton has born a babe to the highest steward of all. Arise, Mary Hamilton, arise and tell to me what thou hast done with thy wee babe. I saw and heard weep by thee. I put him in a tiny boat and cast him out to sea, that he might sink or he might swim, but he'd never come back to me. Oh, arise, Mary Hamilton, arise and come with me. There is a wedding in Glasgow town, this night we'll go and see. She put not on her robes of black, nor her robes of brown, but she put on her robes of white to ride into Glasgow town. And as she rode into Glasgow town, the city for to see, the bailiff's wife and the provost's wife cried alack and alas for thee. You need not weep for me, she cried, you need not weep for me. For had I not slain my ain wee babe, this death I would not die. Oh, little did my mother think, when first she cradled me, the lands I was to travel in, and the death I was to die. Last night I washed the Queen's feet and put the gold in her hair, and the only reward I find for this, the gallows to be my share. Cast off my gown, she cried, but let my petticoat be, and tie a napkin round my face, the gallows I would not see. And by them came the king himself, looked up with a pitiful eye. Come down, Mary Hamilton, tonight you will dine with me. Hold your tongue, my sovereign liege, and let your folly be. For if you'd a mind to save my life, you'd never have shamed me here. Last night there were 4 Marys, tonight there'll be but 3. Was Mary Beaton and Mary Seaton and Mary Carmichael and me. That's it.
Thank you, Murray. Okay, it looks like we may have lost Tricia, but I think she'll be back again. She's said her internet from England was a little weak, but I know she'll be back. Okay, next we go out to Alabama. The real McCoy, George.
Thank you, Saul. Well, from the frigid north wastes of Alaska, we'll come down home and I'll tell you a story about Hoss Walker, the biggest liar in our town. In our town there was a feller, Hoss Walker was his name. Telling lies was his trademark. It brought him world acclaim. He'd climb a tree to tell a lie, when the truth he could tell on the ground. Some folks said the truth wasn't in him. He was known for miles around. I remember one evening we was sitting on the porch and old Hoss came a-riding by. Pa said, "Hoss, come and set a spell and tell us a big old lie." He said, "Folks, I really wish I could, but I got to be heading on. Pa passed away this afternoon and I've got to get back home." Well, it came as quite a shock to us. His pa was our good friend. We started telling all the neighbors, notifying next of kin. We gathered up some cakes and pies and headed over to their place. We all met there on their front porch, tears running down our face. Well, we knocked on the door and walked on in, but much to our surprise, there sat his pa in his rocking chair right there before our eyes. Well, it gave us an eerie feeling, made the hair stand up on my head. One woman even dropped her cake, said, "Good Lord, he come back from the dead." Well, we told his pa why we was there and the things old Hoss had said. He said, "Boy, what in the world made you tell these good folks I was dead?" He said, "Pa, they wanted me to stop a while and tell them a big old lie. But I was in a hurry, so I told them you was dead and I just rode on by." He said, "Folks, I'm sorry for the lie I told you, some of our best friends. If you can find it in your heart to forgive me, I swear I'll never lie again." Well, he stood there looking so sincere, big tears in his eyes. Then he said, "I ain't eaten 3 or 4 weeks. How about a piece of that pie?" I remember one cold winter morn we was all sitting around the store, talking about the Depression and things that happened during the war. Hoss walked in with a shotgun. He was grinning from ear to ear. We all started making jokes about the lie we was fixing to hear. He said, "Boys, I've been a-hunting. You all can believe it or not. I just killed 99 blackbirds, I only fired 1 shot." We all got to laughing. I think it was old man Steve. Said, "Hoss, why don't you just say it was 100? It wouldn't be no harder to believe." He said, "No, it was only 99, and on that I'll give my word. Ain't no need saying it was 100 and lying over 1 blackbird." Said, "The other day I was on the river with my rifle, I was a-hunting. Looked over yonder on the other side and hummingbirds was a-humming. So I took aim and I fired that thing and a hummingbird fell dead. With a .22 rifle I killed enough hummingbirds to make Ma feather bed." Now another tale he told one time how cold it got at his house. Froze the flame on a coal oil lantern and he couldn't even blow it out. So he broke it off and threw it in the yard, and right there's where it lay. But the chickens ate it, and when springtime came, they all started laying fried eggs. Another tale he told about the watermelons he grew. Seeds as big as silver dollars in the ground he sold. Watermelon 4 foot long, some of them 3 foot round. But they growed so fast they wore the watermelons out, just dragging them across the ground. Well, he started getting on up in age, he started getting old. He said, I'm tired of this reputation from all them lies I told. He said, I think I'll go somewhere far away where nobody knows my name. He packed his bag and England bound, he boarded a big old plane. He got off that plane in England and said, I'll start my life anew. I'll never tell another lie. From now on, it's nothing but the truth. Two little boys was a-fighting there and calling each other names. One said, you're a bigger liar than Hoss Walker, and he got back on the plane. Well, I guess there's lots of other tales old Hoss might have left behind. Tales that'll live forever. He was a legend in his time. As long as people tell his tales, that legend'll never die. And the name Hoss Walker will live forever, and brother, that ain't no lie.
Excellent.
Thank you, George. That was great. Thank you so much. Okay, and now we go to Arizona. Bob Winkler.
All right. Okay. I've been watching aircraft for the longest time, and I was a pilot myself for years and years and years. I don't know if you know that. I guess I still hold a license, but it's really no good because my medical was canceled a long time ago. But I still follow the industry, and this next song is kind of inspired by planes falling out of the sky. And I guess we're going to, with what's happening with the aircraft industry and the Federal Aviation Agency and the NTSB and so on and so forth with the current administration, we're going to probably see a lot more than falling out of the sky. There was a good article in Slate magazine about what's happening, and worth reading, by the way. It's online, it's free, and there's no paywall or anything. But anyway, this next song, a particular song by Buddy Holly, Peggy Sue. I was getting there. Anyway, I had to kind of jack up the guitar a little bit to make it kind of electric sounding, so you'll hear that. And here we go. Nice song that Buddy Holly made famous. He didn't write it. Don't know who did. Doesn't matter to me. Says use bar chords, but I'm playing at home. If you knew Peggy Sue, then you know why I feel blue about a Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Love you, gal, and I love you, Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue, oh how my heart yearns for you, oh Peggy, my Peggy Sue. And I love you, gal, and I love you, Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue, oh Peggy Sue, pretty, 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 pretty Peggy Sue, oh Peggy, Peggy Sue. Oh well, I love you, gal, and I need you, Peggy Sue. I love you, Peggy Sue, with a love so rare and true, oh Peggy, my Peggy Sue. Love you, gal, and I want you, Peggy Sue. Well, I love you, gal, and I need you, Peggy Sue. I love you, Peggy Sue, with a love so Peggy Sue. Well, I love you, gal, and I want you, Peggy Sue. Well, I love you, gal, yes I do, and I want you, Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, gal, yes I do, and I want you, my Peggy Sue. Peggy Sue.
Good job.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I don't get a good job when I do.
I like
From
what you did with the
Arizona
guitar.
back to Boynton Beach, Florida, Bob and Susan.
Hello. I sort of figured I'd do this song this week. I haven't done it in a while. It's a favorite of mine. And then as we were signing on today, I said, oh, I should have saved this for next week for St. Patrick's Day, but I'll get a jump on it like Bob did. In Dublin's fair city, where girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles, mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles, mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder, for so were her mother and father before, and they each wheeled their barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles, mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles, mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels her barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles, mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles, mussels, alive, alive, oh.
Robert, you're not muted, hon.
Sorry, I don't.
There she is.
Okay. Well, we did a John Denver song before. I'm going to do another.
Wait a minute.
I don't know, Ron, he's always trying to steal my stage here. Okay, well, I'm glad they're coming down to Florida soon. And we can rib each other all we want. Anyway, this is another John Denver song, one that you don't hear too much, and about him wanting to go home. I guess, you know, he's been on the road playing places, and he wants to go back to his home he called Starwood in Aspen, up there in the Colorado mountains, and flying into Denver. It's a long way from LA to Denver. It's a long time to hang in the sky. Long way home to Starwood and Aspen, sweet Rocky Mountain paradise. Oh, my sweet Rocky Mountain paradise. Springtime is rolling round slowly. Gray skies are bringing me down. Can't remember when I've ever been so lonely. I forgot what it's like to be home. Can't remember what it's like to be home. But I think on my lady's sweet memories, think on my children's sweet smiles. I think on my home in Starwood and Aspen, all my friends and the snow-covered hills. Oh, my friends are the snow-covered hills. And I tell you I'm happy to be here, to share and consider this time. For I see here the shadows of changes, and a feeling of new friends to find. And I see here some new friends to find. But it's a long way from this place to Denver, a long time to hang in the sky. It's a long way home to Starwood and Aspen, my sweet Rocky Mountain paradise. Oh, my sweet Rocky Mountain paradise. It's a long way to Starwood and Aspen, my sweet Rocky Mountain paradise.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Susan. And now we go to Lonnie up in Ocala.
Ah, yes, Ocala, wonderful place, full of horses. I got another sort of protest song here, and if I could have one thing, just one time, if I could just have my way, I would really love to do this song with Debbie and Ron, because it'd fit together so well. And it's called Small Rebellions, and it goes like this.
Well, friends, hereby hangs a tale. The year was 1931. A good job digging for the king, while there's so many on the bum. I'd done my time across in France, fought at Morro and at Vimy. Done my service for my country, thought I'd put the guns behind me. I should have known it from the start. Peace may be signed between two nations, but for protection of your rights, my friends, it's always battle stations. And so it was the Union boys set up shop there in the coal fields, said that they would be our boys, said that they would be our shield. They said just a little march across the town and past the station, some fine strong speakers and a band, a fairly peaceful congregation. Let them know that we were strong, show them we could be united, show them we had found our voice and that we would not be frightened. I should have known it from the start. Workers marching makes them nervous. I saw no menace in our crew, peaceful of heart and stout of purpose. The local peelers were forewarned. It sure as hell they were forearmed. How could we cause them any trouble? How could they be so alarmed? Armed with truncheons and with guns, they took their line across the road, their faces cast in stone. I heard the call to aim and load, saw the deadly muzzle flash, saw the people drop around me. Took a bullet to the leg, my friends, and that is how they found me. I should have known it from the start, should have seen the trouble coming, seen the ugly twist of fate, turned my tail and started running. Known when push has come to shove, and it's a heavy hand that beats you, that the job that was your life becomes the job that slowly beats you. No use for the rent and the government men, no use for their fine print and their fountain pen, no use in me denying the small rebellion's over, but I'm leaving here unbound. And when the dust had finally cleared, when all dissent had been put down, I packed my life in 2 worn bags, caught the train and left the town. In this case, justice sure was blind, at least blind to human suffering. They said they'd put us in our place, and I guess they weren't bluffing. I should have known it from the start. It's not the truth that really matters. The real world tramples on such things, leaves your mental state in tatters, makes the blowing prairie dust seem like it is stationary, makes the proudest person humble and the strongest person wary, makes the proudest person humble and the strongest person wary.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good song.
Thank you. Thanks, Lonnie.
Thanks very much.
Now from Florida over the ocean.
Did you write that, Lonnie? Did Lonnie write that song?
No, it says.
Usually says it's one of 8 billion.
Terrific.
James,
Hey, Mike, you're
James
on.
Killahan.
I know, I'm still waiting for Robbie to finish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a comedy song as well, but it probably offend almost everybody for some reason or other. Old Noah could not navigate, but still he built a boat. She had not sails nor steering gear, but leastways she did float. He builded every cubit as Jehovah did him tell. He pitched her in and out with pitch, she must have looked like hell. Way, hey, heave away, heave the capstan round. Way, hey, heave away, heave the anchor off the ground. The beasties came from near and far, from ants to wild boars, and Texas educators tell us also dinosaurs. His neighbors, they did mock him, saying, old Noah was insane. Conspiracy in theories abounded, even as it began to rain. Way, hey, heave away, heave the capstan round. Way, hey, heave away, heave the anchor off the ground. Climate change deniers, Noah heard their howls and groans as the ark she floated off, and they all met Davy Jones. But I think a few of them survived that flood some way, 'cause the same shite they were spewing then is still with us today. Way, hey, heave away, heave the capstan round. Way, hey, heave away, heave the anchor off the ground. Old Noah could not navigate, just rode her for the gale, and he ran her aground on a mountain top, and so here ends my tale. Way, hey, heave away, heave the capstan round. Way, hey, heave the way, heave the anchor off the ground. Way, hey.
Hey!
Back to Pennsylvania, Ivan.
Yeah, this is a song by a fellow named Arthur Smith, and it's called Tears on Her Bridal Bouquet. Oh, I just returned from a wedding that never should be. Although she has married another, in her heart offered vows were to me. I could tell her poor heart was breaking, as she promised to love and obey. When her eyes turned to me, it was so plain to see there were tears on her bridal bouquet. If I had it all to live over, if there was some way to atone, but I know it's too late to regret now, for another has made her his own. I'll take all the blame, it was my fault. Yes, two hearts were broken today. Though she tried hard this time as she walked down the aisle, there were tears on her bridal bouquet. There were tears on her bridal bouquet.
Thank you, Ivan. Thank you. Okay, and now back to Germany, Ziggy.
Okay, my second tune for tonight is also from the Caribbean, but not from Jamaica, but from the French West Indies. Harvey was telling us that Love Hurts. The title of this tune is Maladie d'amour, which means sickness of love. I put again some info into the chat. Okay.
Thank you, Ziggy.
Ziggy, what time of day is it over in Germany?
It is now 7 minutes after 9 o'clock.
At night. Yeah.
5 hours.
9 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ziggy. You really make that auto hop sing. I really enjoy your music. Thank you so much.
Since I'm not really a singer, my auto harp has to sing.
Right. Very good. Okay, Tricia apparently can't get back in. She tried a few times and looks like her internet is gone for the day, and so is she. So next in line is Robbie. Robbie, you ready?
All right, I'm unmuted.
Okay.
This is a song that was, I think, popular in the 70s. And I never did quite learn it then. And I have sort of learned it slowly over the years in different parts. There is a backstory to it, perhaps. And the backstory is that the young man in the song loved a young woman in this little fishing village, but his parents did not approve. And therefore they defamed her, and they told him lies about her and said she was unfaithful and she was a loose woman. And so they aroused a lot of suspicions in his mind. So that may explain some of his behavior, which not always very clear. And I will put my ship in order, and I will sail it on the sea, and I will sail it to yonder's harbor, to see if my love minds on me. I drew my ship into the harbor, I drew it up where my true love lay. I drew it up close by her window to listen what my love might say. Who's that who's knocking at my window? Who knocks so loud and he won't come in? It is your own true-hearted lover. Oh, rise, you love, and let me in. And slowly, slowly got she up, and slowly, slowly came she down. But before she got her front door unlocked, her true love had both come and gone. Come back, my only true love. Come back, and ease my pain. I your voice I heard not, your face I saw not. Oh, love, my heart will break in twain. Come back, my only true love. Come back, and be by my side. I never grieved you, nor yet deceived you, and I shall surely be your bride. He's brisk, he's broad, he's far away, love, he's far across the raging main, where fishes dancing and bright eyes glancing have made him quite forget his own. When fish can fly, the seas run dry, love, the rocks shall melt with the sun, the laboring men shall forget their labors before I see my love again. The laboring men shall forget their labors before I see my love again.
Very nice, beautiful.
Thank you so much. Now we go back to England again, and Kathleen. Yeah, Keith, you're next again after Kathleen. Okay.
Right, my next one is a Dougie MacLean song called This Love Will Carry. It's the one he usually does at the end of his concerts. It's a thin line that leads us and keeps us all from shame. Dark clouds quickly gather along the way we came. There's fear out on the mountain and death out on the plains. There's heartbreak and there's heartache in the shadow of the flames. But this love will carry, this love will carry me. I know this love will carry me. This love will carry, this love will carry me. I know this love will carry me. The strongest web will tangle, the sweetest bloom will fall. Somewhere in the distance we try and catch it all. Success lasts for a moment, failure's always near. You look down at your blistered hands as turns another year. But this love will carry, this love will carry me. I know this love will carry me. This love will carry, this love will carry me. I know this love will carry me. These days are golden, they must not waste away. Time is like that flower, and soon it will decay. And though by storms we're weakened, and uncertainty is sure, like the coming of the dawn, it's ours forevermore. But this love will carry, this love will carry me.
I know this love will carry me. This love will carry, this love will carry me. I know this love will carry me.
Thank you, Kathleen. Now from England, back to the Adirondack Mountains of New York State, Keith.
Whoops. I'll be right there. I hit the wrong button, sorry. Well, I don't know how it is where you folks are, but it's snowing pretty hard out here, and so I wrote this song on a very similar day, years ago. It's called Calling Out Your Name. It's cold here in the Northwoods Mountains. The sky's overcast and black. I light your lamp upon my table, and I know that you're never coming back. That old snow is a-drifting against my window, and every day just feels the same. I'd put some more wood on the fire, and I find that I'm calling out your name. Not so long ago it was summer. The birds sang sweetly in the trees. We walked along, your hand in mine, dear. Your love was like a warming breeze. That old snow is a-drifting against my window, and every day just feels the same. I put some more wood on the fire, and I find that I'm calling out your name. Then came the chilling winds of autumn. The leaves began to fade and die. Your love with the geese was heading southward, and I knew it was time for me to cry. That old snow is a-drifting against my window, and every day just feels the same. I put some more wood on the fire, and I find that I'm calling out your name. A summer love that's come and gone now. It seems so sweet and so strong. My days are filled with constant sorrow, and the nights, they are getting oh so long. That old snow is a-drifting against my window, and every day just feels the same. I put some more wood on the fire, and I find that I'm calling out your name. I put some more wood on the fire, and I find that it's driving me insane.
Good song, Kate.
Beautiful.
85 degrees down here in South Florida.
What's the temperature up there in the Adirondacks?
Oh, it's probably about 25 right now, and it's going to warm up, but there's about 3 feet of snow on the ground still.
Well, Keith,
It's almost 80 here in Arizona.
I kind of remember when I was living up there that it was a 4-season climate: winter, June, July, and August.
That's pretty much it. I've seen snow in every month of the year.
Thank you very much. By the way, you're invited to come as a regular every week if you want. We're here all the time. The last 4 years, same time, same station. I have you on the permanent email list, so you'll always get the notice. Whenever you feel like coming, just come. We enjoy your singing.
Thank you. I've really enjoyed listening to everybody. Thank you.
Okay, now we go down to Florida. Uncle Bill Floyd of Delray Beach.
Okay. This is an older song that I wrote a long time ago, and I dug it out to try to play some of my old stuff. It's called The Quiet Side of Life. It was beautiful today. I didn't tell a soul, packed a little lunch, and I grabbed my fishing pole, sat down on the ground, and hoped the fish would bite. These are moments that I cherish on the quiet side of life. Went out for a walk, without a place to go. Sun began to set, it was a distant orange glow. I heard a seagull squawk, and the earth embraced the night. These are moments that I cherish on the quiet side of life. The world is far too busy and distracting with its noise. We assign too much importance to technology and toys. So every now and then we sit down and get it right. These are moments that I cherish on the quiet side of life. Things aren't always as we plan. Sometimes they go awry. Time to sip a little wine. Sit back and close your eyes. When the world is getting heavy, you can always make it light. Finding moments you cherish on the quiet side of life. The world is far too busy and distracting with its noise. We assign too much importance to technology and toys. So every now and then we sit down and get it right. These are moments that I cherish on the quiet side of life. I said the world is far too busy and distracting with its noise. We assign too much importance to technology and toys. So every now and then we sit down and get it right. These are moments that I cherish on the quiet side of life. Moments that I cherish on the quiet side of life.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you. Now, Fresh Meadows, Queens, Debbie and Ron.
All right, let's see.
Okay, Bill, you really hit the nail on the head with that one.
All right.
Thank you, Ron.
That's my pick. All right. Key of D.
At my
got one more.
Okay. So I have one more about women fighting, and this is another old song, but not as old as the last one. It's not from before 1840, but this is called "Bread and Roses," and it's known as the Bread and Roses Strike. It's a political slogan as well as the name of an associated poem by James Oppenheim. Anyhow, it was from, there was a strike in 1912 for wages and conditions, and it was women, of course, in these low-end jobs. Let's see. Kiev F. As we go marching, marching in the beauty of the day, a million darkened kitchens, 1,000 lofts gray, are touched with all the radiance that a sudden sun discloses. For the people hear us singing, bread and roses, bread and roses. As we go marching, marching, we battle to for men, for they are woman's children, and we mother them again. Our lives shall not be sweated from birth until life closes. Hearts starve as well as bodies. Give us bread, but give us roses. As we go marching, marching, unnumbered women dead go crying through our singing, their ancient call for bread. Small art and love and beauty, their drudging spirits new. Yes, it is bread we fight for, but we fight for roses too. As we go marching, marching, we bring the greater days for the rising of the women. Yes, the rising of the race. No more the drudge and idler, tender toil where one reposes, but the sharing of life's glories, bread and roses, bread and roses. Our lives shall not be sweated from birth until life closes. Hearts starve as well as bodies. Bread and roses, bread and roses. Hearts starve as well as bodies. Bread and roses, bread and roses.
Thank you, everyone. Okay, it's time to come to the close of the show now. So you know how we usually do it. I do the penultimate, and we're going to call on George tonight if he was willing to do the ultimate and close the show. What do you say, George?
I'd be happy to do that.
Okay. So first you have to suffer through my song, and then we'll get to hear George. Okay, I just want to say next week, we're going on our 5th year now, so next week, same time, same login number as tonight, but you will all get a email reminder as I usually do. And we invite everybody here to come back and join us. We have others who aren't here tonight, but they usually join us whenever they can. So we try to do the best. This is, I think, the best thing on the internet. It's free. This is the only thing that's totally free, and everybody can come. You come when you want. Geography is no barrier. You come from your living room, from the comforts of your living room, and we enjoy everybody. We welcome everybody. Okay, so the song I'm going to do now is was originally it was recorded by Pete Seeger, but it wasn't written by him. It was written by Agnes Sis Cunningham, and many people have recorded the song, including the last one was Bruce Springsteen. Actually, it's about the Dust Bowls in Oklahoma. Goes like this: when they opened up the strip, I was young and full of zip. I wanted some place to call my home. So I made the race and staked me out a place. And I settled down along the Cimarron. It blowed away, my Oklahoma home, it blowed away. It looked so green and fair when I built my shanty there. But my Oklahoma home is blown away. Oh, I planted wheat and oats, got some chickens and some shoats. Aimed to have some ham and eggs to feed my face. Got a mule to pull the plow, got an old red muley cow. And I got a fancy mortgage on the place. It blowed away, all the crops I planted blowed away. You can't grow any grain if you ain't got any rain. All except the mortgage blowed away. Oh, it looked so green and fair when I built my shanty there. I figured I was all set for life. I put on my Sunday best with my fancy scalloped vest and went to town and picked me out a wife. She blowed away, my Oklahoma woman blowed away. Mister, as I bent and kissed her, she was picked up by a twister. My Oklahoma woman blowed away. Then I was left alone, listening to the moan of the wind around the corners of my shack. So I took off down the road when the south wind blowed, a-traveling with the wind at my back. It blowed away, chasing the dust cloud up ahead. Once it looked so green and fair, now it's up there in the air. My Oklahoma farm is overhead. Now I'm always close to home, no matter where I roam. For Oklahoma dust is everywhere. Makes no difference where I'm walking, I can hear my chickens squawking. I can hear my wife and talking in the air. It blowed away, my Oklahoma home blowed away. But my home is always near, it's in the atmosphere. My Oklahoma home at that blowed away. I'm a roaming Oklahoman, but I'm always close to home. And I'll never get homesick till I die. No matter where I'm found, my home is all around. My Oklahoma home is in the sky. It blowed away, my farm down upon the Cimarron. But all around the world, wherever dust is whirled, some is from my Oklahoma home. It blowed away, my Oklahoma home blowed away. Oh, it's up there in the sky, that dust cloud rolling by. My Oklahoma home is blown away. Okay. George, are you ready to take us out?
I am, thank you.
Okay, take it away.
This song is called Fox on the Run. I'm going to play it in F. It was written by a committee, I think. Andrew Scott, Brian Francis Connolly, Michael Thomas Tucker, and last but not least, Stephen Norman Priest. The artists, the Good Brothers. They're a Canadian bluegrass group. She walked through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that a poor boy could give her and left me to die like the fox on the run. Like the fox, like the fox, like the fox on the run. Everybody knows the reason for the fall, when woman tempted man down in Paradise's hall. This woman tempted me and took me for a ride. Now like the lonely fox, I need a place to hide. She walks through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that a poor boy could give her and left me to die like the fox on the run. Like the fox, like the fox, like the fox on the run. Now we'll lift a glass of wine and fortify our souls. We'll talk about the weather and friends we used to know. I see a string of girls that'll put you on the floor. The game is nearly over, the hounds are at my door. She walks through the corn leading down to the river. Her hair shone like gold in the hot morning sun. She took all the love that a poor boy could give her and left me to die like the fox on the run. Like the fox, like the fox, like the fox on the run. Like the fox, like the fox, like the fox on the run.
You were singing along, George.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And you look for the video, should be on our Facebook page probably sometime before you go to bed tonight. It'll be there, courtesy of Pat. Thank you so much, Pat, for doing the videos every week. Everything we do is on video. You can always see it whenever you want. It's also archived on Pat Mitz's Facebook page. You can always see it. Okay? So good night, everybody. We love you all.
Thank you, Charles.
Please come back next week. And
Love that, George.
Goodbye.
Take care, everybody. Be good to yourselves.
Bye, all. Thanks,
Bye,
all.
everybody.
Thanks, Pat and Harvey.
Yeah, we'll see you in Florida, Debbie.